Hi, I'm Jason Gorver for ThatShelf.com, and we got a present from, Hi, I'm Jason Gorver from ThatShelf.com, and we got a package from Acoustic Sounds, one of the latest in the UHQR series. So we've talked about this before, but Acoustic Sounds, Mobile Fidelity, now Craft Recordings are doing these high-end releases where they take extra special care. It's sort of like a bonus of the bonus. And a lot of them have been really quite spectacular. We've looked at the Miles Davis, we've looked at a bunch of the one steps, those are MoFi. But I really like what Acoustic Sounds is doing. The other video sort of explained it, but they bought the trademark, the UHQR, ultra high quality record, from the old Mobile Fidelity, whereas the new Mobile Fidelity, which took over the license of MoFi, has the one step. So you basically have sort of a legacy from the vintage UHQR living through on another company's product line. I will say I am still a really big fan of their shipping, about what they actually do, and these nice big solid boxes. I tend to keep these boxes. And inside is their latest title, which sort of came a bit, I mean, it wasn't such a huge surprise, based on the fact that they press the vast majority of the titles of this particular artist all the time. But it sort of came out of nowhere. And what was nice about this, unlike the Miles Davis, is they pressed all 20,000 of, or whatever it was, ahead of time. So what we have here, as I open it up, no surprise, thanks to the thumbnail, but we should have in here, first of all, some nice bubble wrap. And we have the latest UHQR, the Jimi Hendrix Experience. Are you experienced? Yeah, so I am experienced with this record. I'm not the biggest Jimi Hendrix fan of all, but this is such a beautiful record. I'm really looking forward to see how it's actually treated this way. The pressing promises to be fantastic. It's from the original master tapes. We have a record label that is completely obsessed with all things Jimi Hendrix. They've been pressing at Quality QRP, Quality Records, for years, all the records for Universal and the Hendrix estate. And I'm really interested in sort of digging in to see what we actually have here. Once again, you have the nice, the sort of wood on the side, UHQR 0005. So, it's nice that they left us so many digits in case we actually end up getting 1,000 of these. The way that it's actually structured, looks very, very nice indeed. I got 2 of these, not because I'm sitting here, selling off one, but obviously one for a friend who wanted them. They both came, again, immaculately packaged, absolutely no issue whatsoever, and looking very, very good. So let's open one of these up and see what we actually get inside. Now, oh yeah, and once again, the thank you for supporting vinyl on the inside of this. If I carefully open this up, without too much drama, and wanting to keep the stickers because I'm a crazy person, you basically have, as always, this sort of outer cardboard slot into which the main packaging rests. You have this lovely wood dowel thing on the side. It's big and it's chunky, but it does a nice job. And inside this, as I open it up, we have said record. And inside here, we have a catalog showing off some of their fantastic releases. I mean, this is truly a label that at its best really, really does love vinyl. They sometimes overpromise and underdeliver, but I'm really hoping this one really sort of stands the test of time. You can see more stuff here, including a bunch of 45 RPM box sets they still have, not always in stock. This 4LP AAP 468-76145, the Roger Waters Amused to Death that I've had in pre-order for, 5 years now or something like that. But we'll see how that actually plays out. And then, this is for the true lunatics, the reel-to-reel stuff. God bless. Yeah, if I could afford that, that would be a whole nother nightmare. We get, as always, the UHQR certificate. We see the people who actually pressed it. I mean, it's a nice touch. There are patents that actually show what they do with the Clarity vinyl. We have the UHQR tech specs. Again, most of this stuff is redundant. It's the same in all of them. So if you have one, you have them all. But it certainly is a reminder of back in the old UHQR days where you would actually have these sort of hand-numbered certificates and this indication of the flat profile and all of that stuff. What's really nice that they've been doing, they did this with the kind of blue as well, is that they're actually creating sort of like a box set booklet, like with really nice liner notes, photography, truly giving you a sense that you're getting something premium. Hello, One Step. Sometimes the occasional throwing in of some sort of image. Wouldn't it be nice if this sort of stuff was included on the mobile fidelity as well? But you know, welcome to competition. And then we have here, this is not a 45 RPM. This is the 33 release. This is what this guy looks like. And so we actually have in this fine plastic and then the QRP packaging, we have their Clarity vinyl, which looks very fancy. Supposedly by removing the carbon, it makes it sound really good. I don't know. I don't really care. All I know is that it just sounds damn good on the releases that I actually have. So we've been promised for a while the kind of blue 45 that is still outstanding. I'm really glad I picked up the 33 while I did. It remains a beautiful pressing. For all I know, they've done the 20,000 of this and then they'll sort of weasel and say, here's our 45 RPM version. They have not hinted at that, which is, you know, is what it is. Frankly, I just think that this is going to be, for me anyway, the version of this that I have. And as always, inside the box, they actually have, again, a really lovely pressing stout and tip-on jacket of the cover. So you actually have sort of the real cover, not one of the sort of floppy things that they have. So inside this beautiful case, you still have, quote unquote, the real record. So if all you want to do is store this on your shelf, you're more than welcome to do so. It's pressed on the back. My number is 004260 on this particular pressing. Inside, you get really nice, again, photography. It's beautiful, glossy, it's pressed. It just feels like what this stuff is supposed to feel like. All of that is secondary, of course, to how the record sounds. And I am really hoping to get a lot out of listening to this. I will give a sort of a brief shout out to the 500 Songs podcast. This amazing podcast. He just did 2 hours on Hey Joe, and it really got me in the mood to actually dig into this. So I'm very much anticipating getting more enjoyment out of this than I have in a long time. Actually sitting down and appreciating some of the more nuanced elements of this recording is something that I'm absolutely looking forward to, and experiencing the Jimi Hendrix Experience. So there we are. For thatshelf.com, I'm Jason Gorber. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe, follow us on social media, and we will see you next video. All the best. Take care.